Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to General Hospital spoilers, Natalia Ramirez briefly considers fleeing town with Blaze, alias Allison Allie Rogers. Natalia planned to finish a few items in Port Charles before joining Blaze on the European portion of her upcoming tour. However, Blaze fired Natalia and made it abundantly plain that her mother was not welcome to join her. It would have been easy for GH to write Natalia off as well, but she appears to be sticking around and getting closer to Sonny Corinthos. Now that the show appears to be committing to this romantic pairing, we must examine how far it may go. We're still in the early phases of Sonny and Natalia's attraction, but it has the potential to develop into something long-term if the writers intend it to. Will Natalia eventually become Sonny's new gangster wife? If that's the case, Natalia will most likely become much more annoying than she already is. Natalia appears to be the sort who will think she is the Queen of Port Charles if she ends up wearing Sonny's massive engagement ring on her finger. If Natalia becomes Mrs. Sonny Corinthos, she will undoubtedly feel powerful and in command. Many fans have been screaming for Natalia's departure on social media, especially since Blaze is about to go on tour. Natalia isn't a character who feels necessary on screen, nor is she an appropriate romantic match for Sonny. Natalia and Sonny may not have much chemistry, but their personalities do not seem to fit well. Everything about Sonny and Natalia feels like a mismatch, but the program appears to be firmly committed to this pairing. With that in mind, GH writers could consider marrying Natalia and Sonny at some point. Sonny might persuade Natalia to become his new bride, so we'll see if they marry down the road. How would Christina Corinthos Davis react to the announcement of Sonny and Natalia's upcoming marriage? What about Blaze? According to General Hospital previews, Sonny may cause controversy by attempting to forever tie himself to Natalia, but he has demonstrated that his marriages aren't always that permanent in the end. Our forecasts suggest that Sonny and Natalia's future will be full of surprises, so keep an eye out for any wedding bells or difficulties. That's especially true now that Jason has restarted his copy that comments. Jason's reaction whenever Sonny Corinthos gives him commands is the same. Perhaps the show will go into greater information about Jason's absence at some point. It's evident that copy that is something Jason learned while undercover, but there could be a larger tale or even some form of programming that comes into play later. However, it's also possible that the writers simply thought it would be a cool thing for Jason to say. It's a common word for someone receiving orders, so it might be as simple as Jason demonstrating his support for Sonny and accepting missions again. Regardless, some fans have complained about Jason's copy that lines, claiming that the phrase makes him sound too robotic. You may argue that this makes Jason's interactions with Sonny less intimate and detracts from the friendship component of their relationship. Should Jason abandon the copy that response in favor of something more casual? Is it weird to you, or does it not bother you? Whatever the case, we're delighted to see Jason and Sonny reuniting, and we hope they continue to get along and keep the momentum continuing. Our GH predictions indicate that some danger is on the road as Sonny's conflict with John Cates develops, so stay tuned for updates on how far the hostility will go. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Jason will continue to play an important role in this plot, so we'll keep you updated on all the highs and lows. After Mac confessed that Cody was his son, he implied that he was resentful of the time they had spent apart. However, Mac emphasized the significance of family being present at all times and forgiving one another. James was overjoyed that Cody was his uncle and soon went to grab some dry clothing. Maxie, Felicia Scorpio, and Sasha Gilmore Corbin were all ecstatic with Mac and Cody's thaw, which resulted in a sweet hug. Cody then joined Sasha at the stables and kissed her because he was so happy. Laura Collins met with Jack Brennan and Anna Devane at her office to request that they find Valentine Cassadine, but they made excuses to avoid doing so. Anna argued with Brennan when Laura left short, suspecting he was hiding Valentine's location. Later, Laura received a phone call and was concerned as she informed Anna that it was concerning Lulu Spencer. Christina Corinthos Davis was ready to be discharged from General Hospital, but she couldn't bear the thought of leaving the hospital without her baby, so she told Alexis Davis about her breakup from Blaze, aka Allison Allie Rogers. Scott felt scared of Jason's presence and ran away after dropping his food bag. John insisted on going after Christina for attempted murder, but Scott informed him that Jason had found Clement. Ava thought Sonny would come for her next, but Agent Cates assured her that he would protect her and told her to wait for him there. TJ later showed there, looking for the truth about Ava's confrontation with Christina. Ava understandably blamed Christina for everything, so TJ fumed about Christina's involvement. Back at the hospital, Sonny told Christina he wouldn't kill Ava because he didn't want it to weigh on his daughter's heart. Christina was unhappy because she still wanted Ava to meet a harsh destiny, but Sonny stayed firm and stated there were other ways to make people pay. As Christina was carried out for her discharge, John walked in and said that she had been arrested, leaving Sonny, Alexis, and Molly stunned. According to General Hospital spoilers, John's latest maneuver will undoubtedly irritate Sonny, therefore will predict Sonny's retaliation. Scott received updates on the plan to use Clement as bait and advised hiding him at Windmere, which remained empty until its sale. Ava proposed Clement rat her out for knowing Sonny's medications had been changed, but Scott appeared as if they could make an agreement. Ava was also concerned about the images of her argument with Christina Corinthos Davis, but John predicted that the photos would convey a different story depending on how they were seen. Scott eventually reached Clement's location and prepared to transfer him to Windmere. According to General Hospital spoilers, John's strategy will undoubtedly involve some twists and turns, so stay tuned. Jason will finally hit the jackpot, which could include evidence that Scott Baldwin is harboring Clement more at Windmere. Kevin and Laura demonstrate that they are a true power couple when they work together to devise a strategy. It appears John is about to lose his cool. Or at least the minor chill he had in the first place. Dante feels grateful that Sam is by his side when he needs someone to talk to. Nina and Ava's difficult relationship may become less so after they have an honest chat. Will Ava be able to meet Trina's challenge? Alexis will endeavor to maintain peace. We can only say, good luck with that, lady. Molly is about to uncover an incredible discovery. More, is this why Molly's father, Rick Lansing, returns? Sonny wants to bounce his theory off of someone. Who is better than Jason? Sonny wants to keep an eye on all three. Jason believes that the FBI will eventually have to rein in Cates. Sonny believes this is personal for Jagger, who is willing to cross lines, and he may have to do the same. Lois arrives in deception as Natalia makes a case for herself and accepts Sonny's money. Tracy believes that without Maxie, she must be the voice of reason. Lois believes Tracy is making solid arguments, and Tracy appreciates her sensible thinking. Tracy claims Sonny would sell out his mother to gain money. Lois claims Sonny has always kept his word and believes his money is clean. Natalia promises to conduct a comprehensive forensic scan of Corinthio's coffee, and if she discovers anything suspicious, she will terminate the agreement. Lucy welcomes Natalia, their new CFO. Tracy remains concerned about Sonny's involvement. She cautions them that letting him in would mean the end of deception, and they'd be lucky not to be hauled out in handcuffs. At Ava's gallery, Cates informs her that he has finally gotten Sonny where he wants him, and it is all because to her. He offers her a strong hug. She inquires as to his backup plan in the event that luring Sonny to the pharmacy fails. Cates does not have one because he believes Sonny will come seeking for Clement. She claims that if Sonny murders Clement, she will lose leverage over him. Kate will not let it happen, and he assures her of his protection. Scott comes, and Ava advises Cates tell Scott about his proposal and see if he thinks it's a good idea. Cates describes his idea, and Scott inquires about how he might assist, as this will ultimately result in justice for Karen. Ava requests that Sonny also pay, but this appears hazardous. She claims Clement may reveal that she knew Sonny's medications were tampered with. Scott says they will negotiate an agreement with him to keep quiet. Cates insists that they first transport Clement to a secure location. Scott believes he can handle it. Cates asks Scott where he'll take Clement. Scott recommends Windmere, whereas Cates believes it is ideal because it is on an island with no neighbors. Scott sets out to pick up Clement and says they'll meet there. Ava remains opposed to Scott's proposal even after he leaves. She claims that his approach puts everyone at risk except Cates. She is concerned that if this does not work, she will still face attempted murder charges. She notices that there are photographs of her and Christina. Kate has seen them, but from another perspective, they could tell a different story about what transpired in that room. Scott arrives at the cabin to pick up Clement. The pharmacist asks who he is. Scott says he's come to save him. General Hospital felt a little more subdued this week, in contrast to the intensity of the previous 2 weeks, which focused mostly on Christina and the baby. However, by Friday's episode, it was a very different story, as the week finished with 3 major cliffhangers. Not only that, but I am wondering how they will bring in the major returnees to the ABC soap. Let's begin this week's column with what I consider to be the best and happiest portion of the week, the conclusion of Mac and Cody's father-slash-son tale. Having James flee only to be rescued by Cody was the ideal way for Mac to understand he was being an ass and let go of his resentment. It also made him realize that Cody was not the same person he was a year ago, or even when he first arrived in town. I can't wait for any pleasant Scorpio Jones-Bell moments to happen. Felicia returns to the boathouse docks and asks Mac if he is pleased. He is and says she was correct. She laughs, she's always correct. They kiss. Anna arrives at Laura's workplace, as per her invitation. Laura informs that they have a meeting with the incoming WSB station chief. Laura is aware she recently arrested him. Anna says that Brennan has been acquitted and is now a fully accredited agent, and they will most likely receive no further explanation from the WSB. Brennan comes, and Laura explains that she set up this meeting because they all share common interests. Laura gets right to the point, believing that Anna and Brennan's shared background and skill sets present a one-of-a-kind opportunity. She wants them to find Valentine Cassadine. Anna claims the FBI is looking for him, which is beyond her reach. Brennan observes that the WSB strives not to meddle with FBI investigations. Laura is concerned since Valentine has a granddaughter. Anna tells Charlotte that Valentine would never endanger her. Laura receives a call, which interrupts their conversation. Something came up, so she excuses herself for a moment. Once alone, Anna accuses Brennan of concealing Valentine. He claims she has no proof and could always confess to Laura that she helped Valentine flee. Laura returns, wondering what she has missed. Brennan says they were discussing jurisdictions. He says he needs to depart. However, he would like to meet Laura and hear some of her stories, as her reputation precedes her. Brennan exits, and Laura notices Brennan's appeal, which disturbs her. She wonders if Brennan knows where Valentine is. Laura is caught off guard when she receives a call. She says she'll get there right immediately. Anna inquires if everything is fine. Laura confirms it's Lulu. Alexis assists Christina in getting dressed before she is released from the hospital. Christina is aware that she is in a bad mood, and rather than being relieved to be leaving, she has recognized that going out the door means her life begins anew, but without her kid. Alexis gives Christina a key to her home to give to Blaze so she can visit. Christina expresses gratitude to her mother, but feels it is unnecessary. Christina explains that Allison went on tour, which she urged her to do because she is not in a good place and cannot be anything to anyone. Alexis considers herself to be someone significant. Dr. Navarro arrives with the findings of Christina's discharge exam. So far, her uterus and ovaries appear to be in good condition, and she expects to recover completely. She sees no reason why she cannot have children in the future. Dr. Navarro departs, and Christina wonders what full recovery entails. Alexis believes it implies her body will heal. Christina inquires, "What about the rest of me?" Alexis admits that it will take time, but her heart will improve too. Curtis and Stella talk in a meeting room. He thanks Stella for guiding them through the legalities for a baby's funeral. Stella wishes to help TJ and Molly in any way she can. Stella has handled the majority of it. The only thing left to do is finish the birth certificate. TJ arrives only to discover that Molly has not yet arrived. He says Molly can catch up, so they should get started. Stella explains that they need a name for the birth certificate, but TJ admits they've never decided on one. TJ and Molly love each other, but it isn't always enough for a relationship to overcome the obstacles they face. the loss of Molly and TJ's baby child could be enough to end their once happy domestic partnership. Of course, this might lead to new romantic partnerships for TJ and Molly. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.